Not too long ago, my parents, my sister, my girlfriend, and I decided to pool our resources, step off the fast lane, and buy a chateau in the south of France. My mother had nurtured a magical childhood for my sister and I, filled with novels, adventure, and a deep sense of history. One unforgettable family vacation, we all fell in love with the pace of French lifestyle, and even my practical father dared to dream of one day moving to France. But as time went by, we grew up, and life kept us busy, working in tech startups and New York City film sets. All of a sudden, the world came to a halt. My sister, my girlfriend, and I left our lives in New York City and moved to my parents' home in California, learning to live together and awakening an old dream. After months of searching, we finally found the one. Château de Puy Vidal, a 13th century fortress turned Renaissance chateau. And we knew it was now or never. Sight unseen, and with the help of a new friend, we made an offer from across the world. My name is Julia. Join us as we embark on an adventure to combine the best of the old world with the new. History, magic, and family, all under one roof. This is Dreaming of a Chateau. Hello to every one of you who has joined us here on this new channel, and we are overjoyed by the love and congratulations and excitement from all of you that have come to us from the Chateau Diaries. I am a huge fan of Stephanie and the Chateau Diaries myself, so I feel like one of you, and I am overwhelmed to receive this outpour of love. Thank you for being here with us. Please be nice to us as we figure out how to make vlogs. We just want to share with you all our process. We're not even at the beautiful chateau that we've shared with you yet. We're still here in California. I'm sitting here in my parents' home. My partner Carolina is behind the camera.
Hello, everyone.
And we're just trying to put on our training wheels and figure out how to tell these stories for all of you, because we cannot believe how lucky we are to be on this journey, and we don't think it means very much unless we are able to share it with more than just ourselves. It all really starts 2 years ago when Carolina and I actually went to France and found the Chateau Diaries, found Stephanie, found Escape to the Chateau. We'll be walking you through all of that and how we ultimately found Puy Vidal, how we decided to make an offer sight unseen, Stephanie's incredible part she played in helping us with that truly felt like a miracle for us. And then everything that's happened since. We actually did manage to go fly and see it, but only 3 of us, my mother, my sister, and I. So Carolina and my father have still not seen it, so we'll be able to experience that all together. And we have a lot ahead of us. We're in visa applications, preparing this house for sale, wrapping up our lives here, researching everything there is to know about French businesses and how things work in France. And Carolina and I and Penelope are really immersing ourselves in how to be entrepreneurs. We've never done this before, and it's all very exciting. But every day I wake up and I feel excited to do the work in front of me. I feel incredibly grateful, and I feel like this is where we're all meant to be at this moment in time. I wanted to also just talk about why Chateau, why France? I get that question a lot. I know all of you on here love France and love Chateau, but I think it's interesting to hear everyone's particular relationship with these very archetypal buildings, truly. Buildings, architecture, mythology. I truly cannot answer the question, why Chateau, very well, because it has been a part of me since as long as I can remember. I can't even truly say it was fairy tales, although I loved fairy tales. And as a little girl, I would watch the cartoon Disney Sleeping Beauty on repeat. I loved that particular story. I loved the castle in that story. I loved when the vines creeped up on the castle and then the prince had to tear them away and lift the spell. It just felt like a very spiritual metaphor for me of kind of awakening the soul and having the soul shine forth through the thorns of life that can happen. Castles really represent very beautiful symbols in our Western trajectory. We show them to kids, we have them as parts of all of these different stories. And so I think they really do represent the pinnacles of things, like the goal, the destination, often. I think castles also often represent homes and community spaces because so many people were required to participate in a building like a castle. From the inception, the building, the creation, then the maintenance and life, whether it's back in olden times when it was a huge staff serving nobility, but also a lot of villagers and people, and the castle really functioned as a seat of government and a protection for the local villagers and a place of administration and organization in society of old. They often had walls that would encircle them, that there was beautiful feasts and everything, but when there was an invasion from a nearby town or country, everyone could huddle in the walls and be protected. And that defensive attribute morphed in the Renaissance era into much more of a party, beautiful, pleasure destination. It was really more about status. It was about enjoying a person's aristocracy. And of course, there was always a covenant between the holder of the castle and then the king or queen of the country. And there was this whole exchange. But they're really interesting buildings because they're always at the heart of social fabric for many, many years. I think that they persist in mythology and in fairy tales because there has been such an investment made generation after generation in a building that is the pinnacle of what beauty can conceive of at that time. And so when we look at these chateaux and castles today, they are standing odes to what generations have found beautiful in every single era, and each generation has contributed to this collective art. I find that indescribably moving. I find that energy affects me when I'm there. It truly transforms me, and I go from feeling the changeability and the transience of life, and that everything's moving and passing, and modernity can be so fast. And I step away from that and I visit any of these places. It doesn't have to be chateau, whatever it is, but when there's old stones and there's investment from generations, it really reminds me of everyone who has come before us and the cooperation and collaboration that has had to occur for us to be here today. I've been watching all of these incredible people sharing their stories and their lives on YouTube, and it's been really, really transformative to watch. And I cannot believe that we have the opportunity to actually try it out ourselves, join the community. We hope it'll be wonderful. But yes, it's been a journey just to get to this point of really taking notes and taking inspiration from others. So that's why Chateau. We cannot wait to show you all of what's in front of us and share how we got here. Next time you'll be hearing from my partner, my sister, my parents, and we'll all be able to share all of our perspectives of how we've gotten here and what we're excited about, what we're scared about, everything in between. And I will see you next time. À bientôt.